A thread by Rex at social.quodverum.com. Now that Vice President Pence is in the clear, doomers have found a new target. This time it's Ted Cruz. More garbage. Can we please put to bed this nonsense being spread by Cuck Dance, conservative treehouse, that Ted Cruz is playing Trump? Cruz is proposing a vote audit to get around 6 January 2021. Then Cruz will kick the can down the road to help Biden. BS of the highest order. For some reason, everyone is obsessed by 6 January 2021. Trump is calling everyone to DC on 6 January. The fraud will be proved. China Joe goes down. Well, maybe, hopefully, but maybe not. Sure, 6 January is an important date. Everyone must go to DC, but it's not the key date. The only date that matters is the inauguration date, 20 January or soon after. But back to the point. Consider how dumb the Cruz is a traitor theory is. If Ted Cruz wanted to undermine Trump, he'd do what rhino cretins like Mittens are doing. He would oppose Hawley publicly, or he'd just say nothing. He certainly wouldn't support President Trump. Consider, if Ted Cruz wanted to guarantee a Biden certification on 6 January, why would he bother supporting Hawley? That's right. Cruz wouldn't, nor would the others. They'd sit back and let Trump drown, then resume normal service. So again, ignore Sundance at the conservative cuck house. Cruz and the Magnificent 12 know full well that the Dems will never agree to an election audit. If they do, they're toast. That's why they've offered it. Cruz knows that this maneuver corners the Democrats. It's working, too. They're going nuts. 25% of the GOP Senate are, in effect, alleging what we already know. The 2020 presidential election was a fraud, a travesty, a crime, a disgrace. And they're not afraid to say it. This is Biden and company's worst nightmare. It was never meant to be this way. The enemies of the Republic are arrogant. They thought the fraud would work and expected fake news would carry the day afterwards. They were wrong. Here's my take. I think that Trump has crystal clear evidence proving everything he's been alleging about the 2020 election. I think that he has a group spreading chaos, confusion, and misinformation to confuse the enemy. Some are very good at it, such as Sidney Powell. Others need more training, such as Lynn Wood. Here's another thing I am certain of that should scare the living daylights out of the enemy. More than 120 million Americans know that this was a rigged election. 100 million MAGA voters, plus at least 20 million Democrat voters, too. This steal was only going to work for China Joe if the MAGA tsunami never showed up on 3 November. They failed. MAGA showed up bigly. That screwed the SOBs. They panicked. And they were exposed. Ever since November 3rd, China Joe and his crime gang have never been able to recover. Fake news gaslighting won't get them to the finish line, not even close. Ted Cruz knows that. Like Trump, he's no fool. Unlike the enemies of the American Republic. Now, they feel pain. Watch, learn, etc. I am currently on my trip to Washington, D.C. for January 5th and 6th. To support this trip, just donate. Links in the description of this video. And to those of you who have donated, I just wanted to say, bottom of my heart, thank you. I'll be reaching out to you individually by email if I haven't already.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.